teach journalism at FGCU. Okay, and I am quite relieved to see that I'm a 4.9, although a little disconcerting that my former husband is a 5. So one of, if not the best professors with no apostrophe, I've ever taken. And this is not for grammar. Okay, took her for news literacy and grammar and still don't know how to use apostrophes. I love Milner, exclamation point. I tell them they get 2 exclamation points in their lives. They should use 1 for when they die. So this student has really given me a compliment. Okay, oh no, there are 2 more exclamation points in this one review. I'm so sorry, they must be dead now, right? Go to class or you will not pass. She's an amazing professor. I'm lucky to have had the head of the journalism program. She made look forward to every class, and her grammatical puns will be in my memory for a long time. I've been told that I tell dad jokes. You must read the book. I didn't read the book, and I got a D on the midterm. Okay. Oh, another one. You must read the book. She is very helpful, but you must read the book. I didn't study, but if you study hard, you'll be fine. You have to pay attention to the news, or you won't pass her random 10 news quizzes. That's in news literacy, which you really do need to pay attention to the news in news literacy. That's how it works. Good class for you if you're opinionated. That's probably the student who just wanted to hear themselves talk the whole time. Oh, even if you're without so it's Y-O-U-R, even if you're a bad student, do all the extra credit she offers, it comes in handy. Assignments aren't too terrible, but she expects you to act a lot like a journalist. So you really have to want to get out there and hunt down news. Overall, I'd recommend RECCOMEND. Yeah, and then they filed that one twice. So they really want to recommend me.
My name is Lynn Millner. It's been an extraordinary honor to be in this program, to work with the students, and it's my 14th semester, and every time I come to campus, I feel it's an honor to be here, truly. First one is on September 18th, 2024. That is today, if I can read a calendar correctly. I love Glenn Miller. He is a very kind and caring professor who deeply cares about his students. He inspired me to stay in the journalism program at FGCU. Professors like him are the reason I get up in the morning. GOAT. Very touching. Glenn Miller is such a genuine and caring professor. He is an incredibly sweet guy who genuinely cares about his students. Before I took one of his classes, I did not feel confident in myself as a journalist. However, he always reaffirmed my journalistic abilities. He wants to see you succeed and will do his best to make that happen. Professor Miller is an amazing professor. He cares about his students and he gives strong feedback. Looking at the feedback for news recitation is extremely important. He makes sure to tell you exactly what he thinks. The conversations in class are stimulating. He will call on you or ask for your opinions on the material. Hands down, great. Only 1 exclamation mark though. Maybe should have 2 exclamation marks. Anyhow, and the first one I had, this stunned me that anybody would even do this. December 4th, 2018, I remember who this was as well. So Professor Miller is the sweetest professor, no exclamation mark at all, I've had so far. He really cares about his students and takes time to get to know all of them. He's so much fun in class and knows a lot about the journalism field, exclamation mark. So like I said, I consider myself just old newspaper guy. To be here and to work with the students and have these comments is profoundly meaningful. So thanks to all these students who wrote these extraordinarily positive comments.
Hi, my name is Steph Kempton and I'm a brand new professor in the journalism department. She is a great professor, and if you can, take this class with her. She selects a great selection of movies to watch and gives great lectures too. Attendance isn't taken every class, but there are some pop attendance grades for 5 points each. Quizzes were on time. Open notes are largely based on the slides in Canvas. Still come to all of my classes, even though I might not take attendance every day. Professor Kempton is a great example of what a professor should be. So cute. She is constantly striving to better her students' learning environment, even going as far as to have student choice for a movie this semester. The class is very enjoyable and allows you to come to a better understanding of film overall. That's cute. You will learn so much in this class, yay! You will run a real news studio with the help of your peers and be able to create amazing content for your portfolio. Attendance is pretty flexible, oops, but if you're in the studio full time, then you'll have to be there to help out. Dr. Kempton is a sweetheart and available for anything. Oh, that's cute, but they're knocking me on my not taking attendance all the time. If you take this class, take this professor. Easy quizzes throughout this semester and 2 short papers at the end. The movies were also really good. I'm glad to hear that. Kempton's quizzes were open note. Okay, now everybody knows. The movies were not boring and the midterm and final are easy. She does give pop participation points where she chooses days to give out 5 points, so be sure to go to class. Yes, always be sure to go to class. Easy A. Isn't that a movie? Easy A, great professor. Quizzes are based off the movies and the lectures, but the quizzes are open note. She's really nice, and this class is simple as long as you show up. It can be tempting not to, but it seriously makes it easier. Yeah, it does. Take notes in lectures and pay attention during movies to easily pass. The quizzes aren't hard if you just apply yourself. There are a couple of papers due throughout the semester, but nothing hard. 100% recommend taking this class. It's pretty much just watching movies and taking quizzes on them. There are 2 papers at the end of the semester, but they're pretty simple. She is also accessible outside of class if you have any questions. It's almost impossible to fail this class. I mean, I'm not gonna argue there.
Hi, my name is Judd Cribbs. I'm a journalism professor here, and I'm reading my Rate Your Professor reviews. Great teacher, cares about fixing mistakes. If you have the chance to take his class, take it. That's not a request, it's a command. Cribbs is a great professor, but conversations are too common. Goes down rabbit holes like he wants to fill up class. Let me tell you about this time. I was probably about 7. My mom wanted me to eat carrots, and I was like, I don't think so. Well, she started talking about carrots. Oh wait, I am doing that. This one says about one of my classes, not easy, but he makes it enjoyable. I'd like to think that's true with life too. It's not easy, but I make it enjoyable. This one says, Cribbs is awesome. He has a great sense of humor and knows his stuff. He lectures a lot. I lecture a lot. Listen, when you guys are out driving around, make sure you wear your seatbelts. You know, seatbelts save lives. Use your sunscreen. Make sure you look both ways. Don't be riding a bike without a helmet. I do lecture a lot.
Hi, this is Mark Bickel. I'm an adjunct professor in the journalism program at FGCU, and today I'm going to be reading the comments on the Rate My Professor page for me. Bickel is a great professor and honestly makes his classes fun and interesting. Attendance is mandatory, but he gives breaks and interesting lectures, so it's not a class you feel the need to miss. Like that. He is understanding when life gets crazy and truly cares about his students and their well-being. I love this guy. Clearly passionate about spreading his love for journalism. Wonderful dude. Lots of writing, of course, but great feedback. Really great professor. Pretty easy class. As long as you show up and put effort in your writing, you'll do great. Just make sure you check when stories are due so you turn them in on time, because he doesn't stick with an 11:59 deadline for each story. Anybody got the time?
Hi, I'm Jesse Milner. I teach creative writing classes here at FGCU. I also teach composition on occasion, and I've been doing it for 22 years. Okay, listen, Jesse is by far one of my fave prof at FGCU, He may seem like a grumpy old man at first, but trust me, he's far from it. I look forward to his class every week and gain so many funny stories and inspiration from them. We do a lot of fun and different writings that often don't even feel like writing at all. He's crazy, but you will love him. Yeah, I am a grumpy old man, very much so. And it's just part of who I am. I can't help it because I'm old and I get grumpy. So that's very true. And I'm crazy, yes. I think writing is about like riffing and like reading things and responding from your subconscious, and it can be really crazy. So I think that's all good. I like it. Uh-oh. I love this one. Really strange, but really funny in a Monty Python dry humor kind of way. Nice guy. So this is like my favorite review I've ever read because I grew up on Monty Python. I love Monty Python. And I think in some classes I've actually played Monty Python skits, you know, and there's one about the Ministry of Funny Walks where John Cleese is like this minister of funny walks, and all these people trying to be able to do funny walks as a job for his minister or whatever, but it's hilarious. And so I would suggest to students that they all needed a walk. Every human needs his own or her own walk. So I like this one. And my humor is very dry, and sometimes it's like people don't get it. Students don't get it, and I realize that. And so I really try to not do it, but I can't help it. So I do it. Oh my God. If I'd had more teachers like Jesse Milner, I wouldn't have hated college so much. What do I say to that? What do I say? I think that should be put on my tombstone, when I pass to the great writing place in the sky. I think it should be there. Loved him. You'd be dumb not to take this. I'll put that below the other one on my tombstone. We're collecting things, right? This is great. Okay. Very laid back. Easy to make excuses for why you don't have your essay. Most class periods were spent with him rambling about irrelevant stuff. Very easy class. Write an awesome first essay and he'll love you. He comes off as a former hippie. Can be funny, but after taking AP class, this was a joke. And this one's kind of painful, man. It's kind of painful. And as for the hippie part, I'm not a former hippie. I was a real hippie back in the day, and I still am. I think it's like a great lifestyle. I think it's the best way to be. I don't know. It was this is 11:02, and I don't know. I think I would be interested to know what the other people thought about the assignments and stuff. I don't know. This is kind of hurt my feelings too. I'm gonna cry. Oh my God. No.